black feminist lesbians, as we were known in the 90s. You know, we were black lesbians in the 90s. Right?
Last week.
You know, but we actually were the ones who opened up black queer spaces in this city, together with black queer men and other queers in this city. But primarily, we were part of the feminist and the queer movement and the anti-racism movement, all of them simultaneously. So when Blockorama started, it started with black lesbian feminists who were all part of those movements already, right? When that space was created. And it was created by, and I just want to identify some of the people who were instrumental in creating that space, because names are always, you know, forgotten. They included Jamia Zuberi, who actually did promote the idea that, you know, we should have something like a space which she called Pilau, which Pilau is a Trinidad mishmash of peas and rice and meat. It's sort of symbolic for a society that's complex, right? That's multi-ethnic, varied, right? And that we should have a space. We should be able to create a space within Pride, right? That actually, you know, focus on, you know, or highlight racialized queer bodies which are empty, which are not visible in Pride. I mean, that was primarily what basically was the key, is that racialized bodies and black queer bodies were absent from Pride. Not that we weren't there, because we were there at Stonewall, we were there at the beginning. I mean, you know, trans, queer, and queers were always at the forefront of queer movements. But again, we were subverted or disappeared from the historical documentation of our lives in those processes. So Pride was, you know, Pride, actually in Pride, we were noticing that we were not present, or there were no spaces that we could be in during Pride that actually speak to who we were and spoke to the kinds of desires and needs that we have during, you know, in terms of a celebration like this. And also a celebration that maintained a certain kind of political stance, right? That was an intersectional political stance that brought all of our lives together along sexuality, around race, around class, you know. That was the kind of event and space that we needed to create. And Blockorama became that sort of idea that was put on the table by Jamia, Angela Robertson, Douglas Stewart, Junie David Harrison, and Camille Orridge. They approached the Pride Committee with this idea.